Alright, Torture Talk, man. I got all those pictures from former Mills. The crazy thing is, they didn't have no pictures of no black men. Swear to God. There was no black men in none of those pictures, man.
Of course not.
None of those pictures.
Of course not.
That's
a different subject for another day.
We coming off the comments. We coming off the fucking comments. You goofy ass niggas out there. All you niggas is goofy as shit.
Big goofies.
Big goofies. Hey man, I got
why these niggas goofies, man?
I got a question.
Before we go, why these niggas goofies, man? Please explain to me.
Niggas can't listen. One thing that I can't stand about people is people not being a man of their word.
That is a fucking
or a woman
fact.
of their word. It's like, listen, you make a plan and you set something up, or you say you're gonna do something, then do it, nigga.
Plain and motherfucking simple, man.
Just do it, nigga.
Alright, that's
don't waste
plain and simple.
Don't waste people's fucking time, nigga.
Man, we ain't got that much time in this fucking world, man.
Yeah.
We ain't got that much time.
Stop wasting motherfuckers' time, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Time is fucking money, my nigga.
Yeah.
Alright, big goofies. But anyway.
Goofy motherfuckers. So, question I have. Is black people still oppressed in America? And the only reason why I'm asking that question is because I seen a podcast. It's called Jubilee. But they asked African Americans versus Africans. And they asked them, what do they believe about America? Is it black people in poverty or whatever? I have a lot to say about this. I don't want it to be too controversial, but it might get there. A lot of y'all might not like my answer. But who gives a fuck?
That's a fact. Because I'm not going to agree with everything this dude's saying. I know that's a fact.
Yeah.
Because I do believe, yes, in some ways, yes.
We being impressed?
In some ways, of course, it's still suppression.
Ow.
I knew he was gonna go. I knew this where it was going. I knew it. I knew this where this nigga was going. But it's how?
I got a couple of questions for you.
Yes, we can go there.
Yeah. So you want me to ask? When we just get to the questions?
Yeah, let's get to the questions.
Well, all right. Well, you gotta answer that first question. Matter of fact, you can answer that last because after I ask you these questions, you might change your mind.
All right, let's go.
Can you point out? In America, anywhere a black person can't go?
No.
Do you believe that America is racist?
Yes.
Do you believe America is racist in a whole, or just some people are racist in America?
Some people are racist.
Do you believe that politicians are holding Americans back, or just black America?
Americans. And black Americans.
We Americans though, nigga.
That shit on the slippery slope. That shit is on the...
So why we gotta separate ourselves?
Because it's on the slippery slope. Because we are Americans.
Yeah.
We are Americans, but we different Americans.
What do you mean?
You know exactly what I mean.
I don't know what you mean.
Okay, we're black Americans. African Americans, people want to say it.
So we get treated worse?
We get treated different.
That wasn't the question. Don't answer the question with a question.
I didn't ask the question. I answered the question.
No, you didn't.
Okay, what was the question? We get treated worse?
Did we get treated? You said, yeah. Did we get treated worse?
Worse than what?
Yeah, exactly.
Worse than what?
Question. We get treated worse than.
Who we get treated worse than?
Yeah.
We get treated worse than almost every race.
You think
in
so?
this place? Yes.
Okay, we gonna go through this.
Yes, please.
This might be a long episode.
Yes.
Okay, so you believe that black Americans treated? How many Asian basketball players are there?
Not too many.
Why is that?
Because they're not as talented.
That's not the case.
It is the case.
There are a lot of Asians that can play ball.
You never seen
Yao Ming? Boogie?
Huh?
You never seen Boogie?
Who the hell is that?
The movie Boogie.
Nah.
You never seen Boogie?
Nah.
The Asian dude from New York was in love with the black girl.
Nope.
That's actually a pretty good movie.
I never seen no boogies. No, hold on. Now I'm not saying that an Asian person can't be good.
All right, you know what? I'm
Do
gonna
not do that to me.
I'm gonna stop you right there.
Right? But I do believe we are the best athletes. I believe that.
Okay.
I do.
Do you think it's fair? Do you think that's fair that other races? How many Middle Easterners or Indian descent, whatever you want to call them, how many of them play ball in the NBA?
Maybe 1, 2.
So you would agree that most Black Americans dominate sports?
Yes, because we're better than most in all sports.
How can you make that assessment?
How can I not make the assessment? Because mostly every single sport that we go into, we thrive in.
What about hockey?
It's not enough of us that care about it.
Oh, so if we cared about hockey, we would dominate hockey?
Fuck yeah, we dominate hockey.
How you figure that?
What do you mean? We dominate everything else.
How do you figure that? How
it's proof.
How can you make that? That's hockey. It's different sports.
It's different sports. If we had people that was if it was just okay, the way we care about football, the way we care about basketball, the way we so much care about baseball.
Okay.
When we really cared about baseball, we was top.
We wasn't the best in baseball.
Yes, we were.
We wasn't.
We were top. Yes, the hell we were. Top.
We top, but we wasn't the best.
Listen, man, I ain't say we do. I said we at the top. We're always at the top of the field or whatever. Even the black he's in the top. He's in the top of the league. Ooh. And he's not even that good. The only black person that thing was we got like 2 black guys inside the NHL. I don't even know their damn fucking names. They're not the top, but
Wayne Gretzky.
Well, Wayne Gretzky is the man. We all know, bro. Maybe everybody doesn't know, but anybody that Wayne Gretzky is Michael Jordan of hockey.
Right? The reason why I'm saying that, right? How can we say that black people are being oppressed in this country when we dominate anything in the sports industry?
Mm-hmm.
And it's not just because we play good. Business-wise, they dominate everything in the sports industry too.
That's not true. How you figure
Really?
that?
They don't? LeBron James don't have multiple deals? Michael Jordan?
We just start getting this money.
Michael Jordan
Michael Jordan only one person.
What do you mean? There's
one person.
Magic Johnson.
Okay, Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson ain't getting no. Look, it's LeBron and Jordan getting the most money right now. They're the only ones that's like at the top peak players is getting money.
LeBron ain't got money like Jordan.
Yes, the hell he does.
No, he do not.
Yes, he does. He's a billionaire.
Look, let me explain something to you, bro.
LeBron James is a billionaire, bro. You know that, right?
He could be.
No, there's no could.
Okay, he is.
He's a billionaire.
That's fine. But there's no way you can tell me that LeBron James is on the same level as financially as Michael Jordan. When Michael Jordans, for years before LeBron James was even in play.
Okay. He's not exact. Of course, Michael Jordan is over him. But he's doing a lot better than a lot of those. He's doing better than most of the NBA, the new current NBA players. He's better than. He's doing better. He's way ahead of them. He's like when Jordan was there.
So let me ask you this, right? So you saying black people you believe that they're being oppressed still, right?
Yes.
Where at in America are they being oppressed?
In the inner cities.
That's not the whole America.
We're talking about black people.
Who runs the inner cities?
The government.
No, don't do that.
They do. What are you talking about?
What party runs the inner cities?
The government.
No, okay. All right. You know fucking well what party runs the inner cities.
The government.
The government. Don't side with them niggas. Look,
I ain't siding with nobody. I'm just telling you who runs the inner cities.
So if black people are being oppressed in this country and you saying it's the inner cities, and we all know who runs the inner cities, who's oppressing black people?
That's not, you asked me, is black people, do I feel like black people are still oppressed?
Okay, yes.
So the question is, yes, I feel like black people are still oppressed.
All right, so let's go to the source.
Okay, what is the source?
Who's oppressing black people?
The government.
What party of the government?
Now you want to be specific? I don't know.
You don't
Both
know.
sides of the government.
You gonna really cap like that? You gonna put the cap on? You gonna put the big cap on?
Because both of them do.
You putting the big cap on today? Or the little cap?
Okay, no, listen. The Democrats is fucking up right now.
Here we go. Yes. Let's be honest.
So I will give you what you want to hear.
It's not what I want to hear.
I'm giving you the truth. You want to hear the truth.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give you what you want to hear the truth. So I'm gonna say the truth. The Democrats is really fucking up.
Yeah.
They've been fucking up for years. And us black people, we really need to start we really start to make these motherfuckers fight for our votes. Because that's how I really feel.
Do you? All right. So oppression in America, black people ain't oppressed no more. And there's a couple of reasons why I say that. Right. Even if they living in the inner cities, right? Here's the thing. We have the opportunity to change anything we want. So, with that being said, the inner cities, if we put key people in key places in the inner city, they can change. They can turn it around. They could turn it around. I don't care when people say, "Oh, it's gang riddled." I don't give a shit about that no more. Because niggas know right from wrong. So if it's been the case for years with gangs and people doing dumb shit, if that been happening for years, I can't blame the white man on that no more. I'm sorry. Because you know what's bad. You know, if this mass incarceration keeps going on and people going in jail and getting felonies and all that shit, if you know that your friend, you have to what they say, you have to lead by example. That's one. Two, if you feed off of other people's experiences, how the fuck can you tell me that you didn't know that this could happen to you? I know for a fact that if I get into some drug shit and I start doing dumb shit and I start extorting people, if I get caught, I'm going to prison. I know that. I can't say that I'm being oppressed now because to me, oppression is totally different from what we claim oppression is. I believe black people don't get their way when it comes to certain things, but oppression, niggas ain't never been out the country. You never seen what goes on in North Korea. You never seen that shit.
Yeah.
I think people never seen that. So when they talk about oppression, literally we can change the course of black America right now if we wanted to. You can't do that in these other countries. That's oppression. You cannot do that in these other countries. They will not let you do it. They'll kill your whole family. Just straight up. You out of here. But if we came together, if everybody came together, I'll put it to you like this. And I don't know if you agree with me on this, and I ain't blaming this all on rap music. I'll put it to you like this. If every rapper came out and talked about positive shit, and talked about how to make money, and talked about how to get land and equity and shit like that, I guarantee you we'll have more smart young people. Guarantee it. Most people, agree. I'm not gonna say the gang wouldn't stop, but I will say that if we making money cool and making an education cool, not blaming it all on rap because I don't think rap is the sole cause of that, but it's rap people tend to look at people in rap music and they tend to follow their lead. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I niggas say shit about Jay-Z, they be like, oh, Jay, you know what I mean? Jay is such and such. Jay is this. Jay is that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Well, I hear you. And I get where you're coming from. And you make total sense.
What's up?
Yeah, you make a lot of sense. You make a lot of sense because if we got together and did things, you're right. I never thought of it in the point of you saying that we got together, we can do something about it. Mm. But we are already being mentally oppressed. Well, okay, is it being oppressed is the word I'm looking for? Or we already been mentally oppressed. We already been mentally slaved. We're our slave mentality, our slave minds are already set in a whole fucking up way. So it can be done, but you still have systemic racism.
You think so?
Fuck yeah.
I disagree.
I don't, but we still got systemic racism.
You have to double down, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I do.
I'm gonna let you talk, but I'm gonna tell you why I don't believe that.
That's great.
Okay.
We still have systemic racism.
Go ahead.
You know what I mean? And the black people still have to get their minds into a whole new mindset. Because why because listen.
Yeah.
How can you tell somebody to change how they living if they don't know that the way they're living is wrong?
They don't know.
No, they don't.
Come on, man. Don't do this.
Brother,
I'm trying to find the big cat. Like, come on, bro.
It's not a big cat, bro.
All right, so look, you telling me that Black America don't know. They don't know when they're living wrong anymore?
Listen, man. Niggers.
Niggas? So what should we do with the niggas?
What you mean? We gotta get the young ones. It's all about getting the young ones and getting them straightened out.
I get it. But we can't blame this all on them.
No, listen.
Yeah.
You can't tell somebody lives a certain way and did a certain until you get to a certain age, everything seems regular to you. So if you grew up in some hood shit, and most of the time when you get locked up for all this shit you're doing, you get locked up around 20, 21.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You get locked up young.
How you get locked up?
For doing dumb shit.
How you get to that?
You get to that because you are usually in the streets. And if your family is in the streets, and your family and your parents are like this, then you don't think there's nothing wrong with it.
Wait a minute.
Okay. And if everybody else around you is doing it, listen, if everybody else is around you doing it, it doesn't seem wrong.
So, with that being said, you know the old saying.
Until you sit your ass down for a long time.
I'm saying,
and figure out, but you know I wish my ass would have not did this, so I could be out getting this pussy and getting this money.
But you know the old saying.
What?
If everybody jump off a bridge, would you jump?
But it's not that. It's no, because listen, bro. Not everybody has family, and not everybody can hold their own by themselves. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying.
Not everybody can do that. Not everybody can say, you know what, I'm totally gonna not care what the fuck they gotta say over here, and totally go over here and do me, and not care what anybody thinks.
Hey, listen.
And at a young age, that's when you're most, you know what I mean, most open to things like that. You're most open to gangs. You're most open to the family and camaraderie of a gang.
Listen.
Because most times when you do the stupid stuff, you're young as fuck. You start at the youngest age, and the younger ones, that's like 20, is telling you to do dumb shit.
Bro.
Because they're still young doing dumb shit. It's not the old heads that's telling these young boys to do shit.
Listen, bro.
But no, the ones they're respecting are the ones that's on the corner doing the dirt now.
Listen, bro.
But that's what I'm saying.
I know what you're saying.
So what I'm saying is the mentality that it has to happen. We got to get the young bulls. Yeah. That's why I like Dr. Umar Johnson's school he's talking about. Yeah. Because he's getting the guys young and he's gearing them up for the future. Okay. So you have to get kids at a young age, bro. If you don't get them at a young age, they're going to repeat. Everybody's going to repeat. Especially when you got people 21 telling a 13-year-old kid what to do.
Listen, man.
They're still young.
I hear you. But listen, that sounds like a bunch of bullshit excuses.
How? It's not an excuse.
I'm going to tell you why.
Tell me why.
I'll tell you why. All right, so we're gonna look at the white community, right?
Uh-huh. Right. But that's where I'm getting at.
Finish.
That's where I'm getting at. But go ahead, bro. Go ahead. That's what I'm getting at. That's exactly what I mean.
Right? We're gonna talk about the white. Let's talk about the white community. Right? You do know that a lot of white boys, when they growing up, they do a lot of dumb shit too.
Yeah, they do.
Right? But what's the difference?
But they don't get that much problem.
Hold up.
Not like black people do.
We gonna get to that part.
Okay, well go ahead.
But let me explain.
Okay, let me shut the fuck up.
Right?
You gave me the floor. Look, you just got me a little hype, son. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm saying, right? So white people, right?
Mm-hmm.
They do dumb shit when they're young.
That's a fact.
But what happens? Why don't they continue to do the dumb shit?
Because usually, most of the time, that's not how their structure of their family home is built.
Oh. So, who do you blame when white kids get in trouble?
The family.
Who do you blame when black kids get in trouble?
The streets.
You see the difference?
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying the same thing.
This is what I'm trying to explain to you. You can't blame the streets on what happens to these young black kids no more. And the reason why is because when we were growing up, we knew right from wrong. We was taught that. When before us, when our parents was growing up, they were taught that. The problem is some people, some parents, black parents, got separated. Family structure was broken.
Exactly. That's where I'm coming from.
Hold on. Let me finish. I'm saying the family structure was broken. But nowadays, the family structure is broken, but at the same time, there's no excuse for you to do anything anymore because information travels fast. And now you know what's right from wrong. See, before you was closed off. You didn't have a cell phone. You literally can go on Instagram and get the update on the news. You know what's right from wrong now. There's no excuse for what's happening now. None. You can't tell me that black people are living in poverty, or maybe, but that's, to me, that's by their own doing, or not their own doing, I'm sorry. That's by their own choosing, because I believe that black people don't have to live in poverty anymore. You literally live in a capitalist country where you can start a TikTok and become a millionaire. Right? Can you agree on that?
I hear you.
So what I'm saying to you is, I can't blame the streets no more on what happens going forward, because there are too many options for us now. There's too many ways for us to get out of that life. People nowadays just choose to be in that. There's no way you can tell me that these kids are being held into that.
Yes.
They're by what? Being mass manipulated? By
yes.
who? By who?
By their peers.
And their peers are being manipulated by who?
They don't know yet. By their peers.
And who are their peers?
Their peers.
So you're telling me that none of them have the capability of thinking, or they know when they shoot somebody, because guess what? Up the street, a nigga got killed. The 3 other niggas got killed. 5 other niggas got killed. You're telling me that they're that dumb and that not naive that they don't know that that's wrong?
They know it's wrong.
So why do they do it if they know it's wrong? What is the point of them doing it now? It's not for survival. Because can you name me any
For them, it is survival.
Survival of what? Of gang violence survival.
Yes.
That's it. It's not survival of basically, I need money from my family because we're starving survival. It's because I want to be in that type of environment.
For some people, it is what you just said.
What? Where? We're in America.
The inner cities. Bro, everybody's not as fortunate.
Bro, there's nobody in America. You can sit here and tell me there's no one in America that is out here robbing people for his family.
What you mean? Some people are. Some people selling drugs for their family.
That's probably the most minute percentage of people.
I don't agree.
You think? Look,
listen.
You think? All right, look. All right. Let me say this before I let you talk. I'm gonna let you talk. Let me just say one more thing. Look. So you're telling me that there are people in America.
Yes.
I'm talking about. I'm gonna say it's a small percentage of people. Okay. But let's say, for instance, you got. Of course, if you got your money off, if you got your places, your house, your cars off of drug money, then yeah, I would agree with you that you got to keep that up if that's the case. But you should have been smart enough to know that you got to get out of that in time, right? And don't give me the whole bullshit with they can't. Some of them can't get out. Like, don't give me that bullshit, because you literally could get out if you wanted to.
Get out.
I'm just saying, at this point in America, in 2022, going to 2023, there's no excuse to do anything illegal anymore. None. That's my point.
That's so when people say,
there's no excuse. There's no excuse.
That's how you feel.
Bro, there's more black millionaires now than it ever was.
Okay, and what's that doing for? What's that do?
What do you mean?
What are you talking about?
Shouldn't we, instead of us talking about gangs and being oppressed, shouldn't we talk about that? Shouldn't we be saying, yeah, well, listen, we came from this to this, and this is what we need to talk about? Shouldn't we be talking about?
Yes, we should be talking about how.
Not us. I'm just saying.
No,
as
general as a people.
Yeah.
Listen, bro, I get what you're saying, and it's more like you say, it's more millionaires now of black millionaires, but it's also for them to start the infrastructures, to start get these type of things in order.
How can they do that?
I don't know. I mean, I'm not a millionaire.
Look, if let's say, for example, right, me and you, we became millionaires, because we will become millionaires. We became millionaires, right? And we end up opening a business in Camden, right? You telling me that our business in Camden will thrive? Be honest.
Maybe not. Depends
There's
on the
a black business up the street. I'm going to say where I live, but there's black business up the street. Mm-hmm. It's thriving.
Yeah?
And they did it in the city. That's my point. So you have to, the mentality has to change.
And that's what I'm saying.
I agree with you on that.
So what I'm saying is that we're still being oppressed.
That's what I don't agree with.
Through that.
I would say this. I would say maybe the word oppressed is different for me. I'm gonna say black people are being mass manipulated. I don't think we're being oppressed, but I do believe that we are manipulated to do things that's not in our best interest, or it appears to be in our best interest, and it's not.
It's not.
That's what I would say. So we could agree on that. Like, I would agree with you on that.
The nucleus, the black family,
it's gone,
and that's what's fucking up black people.
The what they call that? The celebration, or the sensationalizing of single black mothers is what's killing black America.
Yes, I 10,000% agree with that statement.
When they make it out to be, and it all comes around. Now, a lot of people don't agree with me on this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. It all comes around to abortion, right? Now, if you want to get an abortion, that's on you. That's fine. But it all comes around to that, to me, because if you have people, if you make black people believe that I can't afford to have this child, let me get rid of this baby, right? Again, people may look at again when I say they're working against you and you don't even realize it. I believe that now. Some people you agree with pro-choice. I do. I don't agree with you. You don't agree with that, right? I don't agree. And I'm not saying that you agreeing with the whole sentiment of it, but I'm saying that the reason why I say that this is what they do is they trick us to believing that. Now, you also don't agree with, even though you pro-choice, you don't agree with the what they call that, the genocide of 9 million black babies, right?
Fuck no.
Yeah. So again, it's the little victories that's killing us. You get what I'm saying? So they'll get a little victory like, oh well, you don't need no man. We'll give you welfare. We'll take care of you. It's a subsidy. You know what I'm saying? And then women get on. They
destroy the black family big time.
Exactly. Bro. Right? If a man can't live in the house, if the man live in the house, you lose your Section 8, shit like that. But, and I don't want to blame this all on the Democrats. I don't. But I will say that when you keep people in that system and you keep voting for the same people, this is the results that you get.
Yeah, I agree.
That's just the bottom line. Like, I don't understand, and I don't care if people get upset about it, but if you keep voting for the same shit, now I'm not saying you got to vote for Republicans, because some of the motherfuckers ain't no better either. I'm saying if you keep voting for the same people, and you saying they telling you we're gonna make sure that this is gonna happen here, and they've been telling y'all this shit since the '60s, in New York City, the inner cities of Camden, and the inner cities of Newark, and the inner cities of Atlantic City, and Patterson, and fucking Trenton, AC, and fucking Brooklyn, the Bronx, Queens, Manhattan. If they all look the same, and these people been telling you since the 60s that they're gonna change everything, and you've been falling for the same one trick. You know that guy with the dollar? Mm-hmm. Oh, gotcha. And you like, oh shit, yeah. You
almost had it. That's my
almost had it.
You almost had it.
You almost had it. That's what they're doing to Black America.
You almost said it.
They give you a little bit that make you believe that you won. Like, yeah. Mm-hmm. Like, because who's not going to vote for somebody that gives them free money?
That's a fact.
Welfare? Niggas used to clown niggas with food stamps. Now you niggas is breaking down the door to get some motherfucking welfare to get some food stamps.
Remember back in the day, boy, you used to be embarrassed to walk around with the food stamp book. What now?
I want some of them Jones.
What, as nostalgia? You want to just put it up there and put it in there?
Yeah, I'm gonna see if somebody
that'd be dope, though.
Jones.
That'd be dope.
Yo, niggas said the $10 one was a purple one. Remember that, Jones?
Yeah, we were I remember
the $20 one was the green with the
be embarrassed with the food stamp, man.
Yo, niggas ain't embarrassed now. They pull out that Family First card quick as fuck.
EBT, bro.
Yes. Be like this.
What? Oh, you got some stamps?
Yeah.
Oh, word.
Let me give you $100 for $200.
For too easy.
I know girls that got $4,000 on their joint. First of all, you can't even spend $4,000 on food.
No, you can't.
But they let you buy hot food now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can buy anything with it except I don't
think
think
hot food was out of it.
Nah. So you can buy hot food with that shit. Some of them joints you can. You know what I'm saying? But that goes back to my point. They give us these little victories and we believe. So it's basically we're in an abusive relationship.
Yeah. we keep taking that. We keep taking that nigga back.
You know what I mean? Taking that motherfucker back. We pop your
taking that motherfucker back.
Let me get back in there. You're like, yeah, okay.
We do a little barking.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's the reason why I believe we're at today.
Oh, so I guess what the riots is the equivalent of a black woman tearing up your car?
Yes. The riots are different. Riots are different.
That's what I mean. Like that's until you put it that way. You said so. Basically,
riots. I'm gonna tell you one thing.
That's the equivalent of a black woman fucking up your shit.
Fucking up your shit. And stealing and selling your shit. Yeah, I'm fucking your shit up. You know, the riot, here's the thing about the riots, right? Well, people got to understand. That's why I never agree with rioting, right? Never agree with it, right?
Yeah, I don't agree
with rioting. And I'm going to tell you why I don't agree with rioting. Because
I don't agree with that shit.
It's only about 3 people that do the riots, right? The other motherfuckers steal. They're waiting for those 3 people to do the dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? And then what they do? They come in and steal. They don't even do nothing. They don't burn nothing. Or some of them burn buildings, but those are the 3 to 5 niggas.
That's the rioters.
Yeah, the rioters.
The rioters are the ones that shit. Yeah.
And then they be like, yeah.
Everybody else there for the free shit.
Get it. And then everybody stealing shit. I believe that's all niggas want to do is steal shit. It does nothing.
It doesn't.
What does riot do besides giving niggas opportunity to sell shit on OfferUp and fucking...
It makes them feel good.
Running in a store and stealing make you feel good?
Yeah.
I don't know about that. I could never do that shit. I'm sorry.
It's not for me either.
I can't do it.
I'm not a thief, so I mean, look, man. Some people makes them feel good. Feel like, okay, look, listen. It's like a punching bag, man. Bow, bow, bow. You finally get that relief when you're mad. So they're so mad.
What are they mad at though?
Nigga, it could have been motherfucking Lee always telling them to hurry up and buy for the past month.
Yeah, Lee is a fucking dickhead.
Lee gonna tell you hurry up and buy.
Listen, man. I believe that's kind of overrated too. And I'm gonna tell you why.
I'm not saying this ever. Listen, I love my Asians. I love every race, bro. Do not ever think I have a racist bone in my body. What I'm saying to you is some people do and some black people have certain situations just like, what was that, Men's Society? Yeah. Hurry up and buy is a real thing.
Hurry up, man. I don't think look. You think they still do that to this day?
Okay, no, I'm not saying like it's like heavy.
Yeah.
But some places it's like that.
Once in a while.
Yeah, sometimes. I mean, if they got somebody, I mean, look, man, it don't take that much for somebody not to like somebody. Yeah. And you see you come up there, you might stole once. And, you know what I mean? They mad at you for that still. So every time you come to the store, even though they let you back in, hurry up and buy, motherfucker. So even though you like, you might have did it because you was hungry that day, or you just, you know what I mean? Or you did it. Okay, you did it, you got caught, they still let you come back. But now these motherfuckers owe you every time you come in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Every time you come in, they owe you. Yeah. And fuck you, motherfucker. Nigga, you in my neighborhood. Make them, you know how black people get, man. You in my neighborhood making all this,
man, look,
black people get ignorant, bro.
I'm just gonna say, black people are we've been mass manipulated for years, but I believe now, I think most black people now, a good percentage of black people,
I think people starting to wake up, bro.
So.
Ho. Wake up, situation. Okay.
We'll be back.